My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be explaining the BCA third semester subject Environmental Science as prescribed by Osmania University and other universities of Telangana. We will go through the important questions and answers one by one. Let's begin with a quick revision. Unit 5 first important short question is Environmental Ethics. Environmental ethics is the study of how humans should behave towards the environment. It deals with the moral responsibility of protecting nature, animals, plants, and natural resources for present and future generations. Key points. 1. Respect for nature. Humans should not exploit forests, rivers, and wildlife carelessly. Example, avoid cutting trees unnecessarily and protect wildlife habitats. 2. Sustainable use of resources. Use natural resources like water, soil, and energy wisely so that they are available for future generations. Example, using solar energy instead of burning coal. 3. Protection of biodiversity. Every species has a right to exist, and humans should prevent extinction caused by hunting, pollution, or deforestation. 4. Environmental justice. Everyone has the right to a clean and healthy environment regardless of wealth or region. Easy memory trick. Respect nature plus use wisely plus protect life is equal to environmental ethics. Environmental ethics teaches us to live in harmony with nature, reduce pollution, conserve resources, and ensure a healthy planet for ourselves and future generations. It is the moral compass guiding sustainable living. Next important short question is 2. Climate change and global warming. Climate change refers to long-term changes in the Earth's climate, such as temperature, rainfall, and weather patterns, caused by natural and human activities. Global warming is the increase in Earth's average temperature due to excessive greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, CH, and nitrous oxide, NO. Causes. 1. Burning fossil fuels like coal, petrol, and natural gas. 2. Deforestation reduces the number of trees that absorb CO. 3. Industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust release greenhouse gases. Effects. Rising temperatures melt glaciers and polar ice, raising sea levels. Unpredictable rainfall leads to floods and droughts. Increased heat waves, storms, and forest fires. Harm to agriculture, biodiversity, and human health. Easy memory trick. More gases hot earth floods plus droughts protect nature is equal to reduce global warming. By planting trees, using renewable energy, and reducing pollution, we can slow climate change and global warming, ensuring a safer, healthier earth for future generations. Next important short question is 3. Acid rain. Acid rain is rainwater that becomes acidic because harmful gases like sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides, mix with moisture in the air. These gases mainly come from factories, vehicles, and burning coal. When these gases react with water vapor in clouds, they form sulfuric acid and nitric acid, which fall back to the earth as acid rain. Effects of acid rain. Damages plants and crops, leaves turn yellow and growth slows. Destroys buildings and monuments, especially those made of marble, like the Taj Mahal. Harms aquatic life, lakes and ponds become acidic, killing fish. Affects soil quality, reduces nutrients, making soil less fertile. Prevention. 1. Use clean energy like solar and wind. 2. Reduce vehicle emissions and promote public transport. 3. Install pollution control devices in industries. Easy memory trick. Smoke plus moisture is equal to acid rain damage to plants, water, buildings. Acid rain is harmful, but with cleaner energy and reduced pollution, we can protect our environment. Next important short question is 4. Ozone layer depletion. The ozone layer is a thin shield of gas present in the stratosphere, upper atmosphere. Its main job is to protect us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet UV rays. When this layer becomes thin or develops holes, it is called ozone layer depletion. Causes. The biggest cause is CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, which are found in old refrigerators, air conditioners, spray cans, and some industrial processes. When CFCs reach the upper atmosphere, they break down ozone molecules and create holes, especially over polar regions. Effects. More UV radiation reaches Earth. Causes skin cancer, eye cataracts, and sunburn in humans. Damages plants, animals, and reduces crop growth. Affects marine life, especially tiny organisms like plankton. Prevention. Use CFC-free appliances. Follow international agreements like the Montreal Protocol. Plant more trees and reduce pollutants. Easy memory trick. CFCs up, ozone down, UV up, health down. Protecting the ozone layer means protecting life on Earth. Next important short question is 5. Types of disasters. A disaster is a sudden event that causes major damage to life, property, and the environment. Disasters can be natural or man-made. 1. Natural disasters. These occur due to natural processes of the earth. Earthquakes, shaking of the ground, example, buildings collapsing. Floods, overflow of water due to heavy rain or dam failure. Cyclones, strong winds and heavy rains near coastal areas. Droughts, long periods without rainfall. Tsunamis, huge sea waves caused by underwater earthquakes. 2. Man-made disasters. These happen due to human activities. Industrial accidents, gas leaks, example, Bhopal gas tragedy. Fires due to electrical faults or carelessness. Nuclear accidents, radiation leaks from power plants. Oil spills, harmful to oceans and marine animals. Easy memory trick. Natural, earth, water, wind, fire, man-made, industry, nuclear, oil, fire. Understanding disaster types helps us stay prepared and reduce loss of life and property. Next unit 5. Long questions. First important long question is water conservation. Water conservation means using water carefully, avoiding wastage, and protecting water resources so that both present and future generations have enough clean water. Water is precious because only 1% of Earth's water is usable, and India faces frequent water shortages, especially in summer. Why water conservation is important? Drinking and daily use, every family needs water for cooking, cleaning, and bathing. Agriculture, farmers need water for growing crops. Without water, food production drops. Industry, factories use large amounts of water for cooling and manufacturing. Environment, rivers, lakes, and wetlands need water to support plants and animals. If we waste water, we may face droughts, crop failure, water conflicts, and even migration of people. Methods of water conservation. 1. Rainwater harvesting. Collecting rainwater from rooftops and storing it in tanks or letting it percolate into the ground. Example, many schools and apartments install rainwater harvesting pits to recharge groundwater. 2. Efficient use in agriculture. Drip irrigation and sprinkler systems save 40-60% water. growing less water-demanding crops in dry regions, like millets instead of sugarcane. 3. Reducing domestic wastage. Close taps while brushing. Use buckets instead of showers. Fix leaking taps. 1 drop per second wastes thousands of liters a year. 4. Protecting water bodies. Avoid dumping waste into lakes and rivers. Plant trees around water bodies to reduce soil erosion. 5. Recycling and reusing water. Treated wastewater from apartments can be reused for gardens and flushing. Industries can recycle water instead of releasing polluted water. Easy memory trick. Save rain plus save farm plus save home plus save rivers is equal to save water. Conclusion. Water conservation is not just a government duty, it is the responsibility of every citizen. Simple actions like rainwater harvesting, careful domestic use, protecting rivers, and adopting efficient farming can ensure a water-secure India. When we save water, we save life, food, money, and the environment. Next important long question is watershed management. A watershed is an area of land where all the rainwater collects and flows into a common point such as a river, lake, or pond. For example, all small streams in a village may join and flow into one big lake. This area is the watershed. Watershed management means planning and using land, water, and other natural resources in a way that stops soil erosion, increases water availability, and improves the lives of people living there. Why watershed management is important? Many parts of India face water scarcity, droughts, and soil erosion. Watershed management helps store more rainwater, recharge groundwater, and make dry land fertile. It improves agriculture, increases income for farmers, and protects the environment. Key activities in watershed management. 1. Soil and water conservation structures. Check dams, percolation tanks, contour bunding, and trenches help store rainwater. Example, a small check dam built in Rajasthan changed a dry village into a green farming area. 2. Afforestation, planting trees. Trees reduce soil erosion, increase rainfall, and help recharge groundwater. Example, planting neem, banyan, and native trees on hill slopes. 3. Improving agricultural practices. Using drip irrigation, crop rotation, and organic manure. Farmers grow crops according to soil quality and water availability. 4. Community participation. Watershed projects work best when local people join, protect structures, use water carefully, and share responsibilities. 5. Water harvesting. Storing rainwater in ponds, tanks, and farm bunds. Recharging wells using rainwater filters. Benefits of watershed management. More groundwater, more wells, and more drinking water. Increased agricultural production. Reduced floods, soil erosion, and drought. Better fodder for animals and improved biodiversity. Stronger village economy and healthier environment. Easy memory trick. Catch water plus stop soil plus grow trees plus help farmers is equal to watershed success. Conclusion. Watershed management is a simple, effective, and sustainable method to solve water scarcity and support farming. It turns dry lands into productive fields and helps villages become self-sufficient in water, making it vital for India's development. Next important long question is 3. Impact of disasters on environment, infrastructure, and development. Impact of disasters on environment, infrastructure, and development. Disasters, both natural, like floods, earthquakes, cyclones, and man-made, industrial accidents, fires, cause huge damage to the environment, infrastructure, and overall development of a region. Understanding these impacts helps us plan better and reduce losses in the future. 1. Impact on the environment. Disasters can severely harm natural resources like soil, water, forests, and wildlife. Floods cause soil erosion, wash away fertile soil, and pollute rivers with chemicals and waste. Cyclones uproot trees, destroy mangroves, and reduce biodiversity. Forest fires kill animals, birds, and destroy large forest areas. Earthquakes can trigger landslides, blocking rivers and damaging ecosystems. Example: the 2004 tsunami damaged coastal forests, coral reefs, and killed countless marine organisms. 2. Impact on infrastructure. Infrastructure means roads, bridges, buildings, power lines, schools, and hospitals. Disasters can damage or completely destroy them. Earthquakes cause buildings, bridges, and dams to collapse. Cyclones damage electric poles, communication systems, and houses. Floods wash away roads and railway tracks. This results in huge economic losses, high repair costs, and disruption of daily life. Example: Cyclone Fani in Odisha damaged thousands of houses and blocked roads for several days. 3. Impact on development. Development includes education, health services, agriculture, jobs, and economy. Disasters slow down development by destroying schools and hospitals, affecting learning and healthcare, damaging farms, reducing food production, and affecting farmers' income, stopping transportation and trade, leading to financial losses, diverting government funds from development projects to emergency relief. Example: after a major flood, the government spends money on rescue and rebuilding instead of new roads or schools. Easy memory trick. Environment damaged plus buildings broken plus economy slowed is equal to disaster impact. Conclusion. Disasters not only break structures, but also break the progress of a nation. By improving disaster management, planting trees, building strong infrastructure, and using early warning systems, we can reduce the damage and protect both people and the environment. Next important long question is: 4 basic principles of disaster mitigation. Disaster mitigation means taking steps before a disaster happens to reduce its impact on people, property, and the environment. It is like preparing the umbrella before it rains. These principles help save lives, reduce damage, and make communities stronger. 1. Risk assessment and mapping. Before any action, we must understand what type of disasters can happen in an area: floods, earthquakes, cyclones, landslides, etc. Scientists and government agencies create hazard maps that show high-risk zones. Example: mapping flood-prone areas near the Ganga or Brahmaputra rivers helps in planning safe buildings. 2. Strengthening infrastructure. Buildings, bridges, schools, and hospitals must be made strong enough to withstand disasters. Earthquake-resistant buildings in seismic zones. Cyclone shelters in coastal areas. Stronger drainage systems to reduce urban flooding. Example: Japan builds flexible buildings to survive strong earthquakes. 3. Protecting the environment. Environmental protection is a natural form of disaster mitigation. Planting trees prevents landslides and soil erosion. Restoring mangroves protects coastal areas from cyclones and tsunamis. Example: mangroves in the Sundarbans reduce cyclone damage in West Bengal. 4. Community awareness and training. People must know what to do before, during, and after a disaster. Mock drills in schools. First aid training. Local volunteers trained in rescue operations. Example, regular cyclone warnings and awareness programs save thousands of lives in Odisha. 5. Early warning systems. Good communication saves lives. Weather forecasts, cyclone alerts, flood warnings. SMS alerts, sirens, radio messages, and mobile apps. Example, the Indian Meteorological Department issues timely warnings during cyclones like Fani and Yas. 6. Proper land use planning. Do not build houses in unsafe areas like riverbanks, steep slopes, or earthquake fault zones. Safe zoning rules reduce risk and protect communities. Easy memory trick. Map the risk plus build strong plus save nature plus train people plus early warning is equal to mitigation success. Conclusion. Disaster mitigation is essential for protecting lives, reducing damage, and supporting sustainable development. By following these principles, we can build a safer, stronger, and more resilient India. Next important long question is 5. Disaster management cycle. The disaster management cycle is a continuous process that helps governments, communities, and organizations prepare for, respond to, and recover from disasters. It works like a circle because the steps repeat again and again to reduce future risks. This cycle has 4 main stages: mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery. 1. Mitigation, reducing the impact before disaster. Mitigation means taking actions that minimize damage before a disaster happens. Examples: building earthquake-resistant buildings, planting trees to prevent landslides, constructing flood-resistant drainage systems. Mitigation is like fixing your roof before the rainy season. 2. Preparedness, being ready for disaster. Preparedness ensures people know what to do when a disaster strikes. Activities include mock drills in schools and offices, first aid training for locals, keeping emergency kits with torch, water, and medicines, early warning systems for cyclones and floods. Example, Odisha's preparedness for cyclones saves thousands of lives every year. 3. Response, actions during the disaster. This stage involves immediate help to save lives and reduce suffering. Actions include evacuation of people to safe places, rescue teams, NDRF, police, fire departments, saving trapped people, providing food, water, shelter, and medical aid. Example, during floods, rescue boats help people move to relief camps. 4. Recovery, after the disaster. Recovery aims to bring life back to normal. It has 2 parts. Short-term recovery, cleaning debris, restoring power and water supply. Long-term recovery, rebuilding roads, schools, hospitals, and homes. Example, after the 2001 Gujarat earthquake, new homes and safer buildings were constructed as part of long-term recovery. Easy memory trick. Before mitigation plus preparedness. During response. After recovery. Or simply reduce, prepare, rescue, rebuild. Conclusion. The disaster management cycle ensures a planned, organized, and effective approach to handling disasters. By understanding each stage, communities can reduce losses and recover faster, creating a safer and more resilient society. Next important long question is 6. Disaster management in India. Disaster management in India is a systematic and organized effort to reduce the impact of disasters like floods, earthquakes, cyclones, droughts, landslides, industrial accidents, and pandemics. India is disaster-prone because of its large population, long coastline, Himalayan region, and variable climate. To protect people, the government has created strong laws, agencies, and early warning systems. 1. National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA. NDMA was formed in 2005 under the Disaster Management Act. Headed by the Prime Minister. Prepares national policies, guidelines, and plans. Coordinates all disaster-related activities in the country. Example, NDMA guides states during floods, heat waves, and earthquakes. 2. National Disaster Response Force, NDRF. NDRF is a trained force created for rescue and relief operations. Experts in handling collapsed buildings, floods, chemical accidents, and cyclones. Quickly reaches disaster zones to save lives. Example, NDRF rescued thousands of people during Kerala floods and Cyclone Fani. 3. Early Warning Systems. India has strong forecasting systems to warn people before disasters. IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, gives cyclone, heat wave, and heavy rain warnings. ISRO satellites monitor weather, floods, and forest fires. SMS alerts warn citizens in advance. Early warnings reduce deaths significantly. 4. State and District Disaster Management Authorities, SDMA and DDMA. Every state and district has its own disaster authority. They prepare local plans, conduct school drills and awareness programs, work with NDMA and NDRF during emergencies. 5. Community participation. Local people are trained in first aid, evacuation, search and rescue, using shelters and emergency kits. Communities are the first responders during disasters. 6. Disaster mitigation projects. India invests in structural and environmental measures such as building cyclone shelters and embankments, strengthening dams and bridges, planting mangroves along coasts, improving drainage systems in cities to reduce flooding. Easy memory trick. NDMA plans, NDRF rescues, IMD warns, states act, people participate. Conclusion. Disaster management in India is a combined effort of government, technology, and community participation. With better planning, early warnings, and strong rescue teams, India is becoming a safer and more disaster-resilient country.